guys, my name is Adrienne and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to discuss 7 books that I think are going to be 5 stars. I am in desperate need of a 5-star read because we are in April, almost May, and I've had maybe 5 or 6 5 stars. And for some people that may be like a lot, but I usually have more 5 stars by now. I really do. And granted, my rating is solely based on vibes. I don't go into any book thinking it's going to be a literary masterpiece. It is all based on vibes. And lately, the vibes haven't been vibey. Oh, I did some research, and these are the 7 books that I think is going to give me 5 stars. It's giving 5-star energy either based on the author, the content matter, the tropes, the micro tropes. Here's hoping. So without further ado, let's get started. The first book is King of Envy by Ana Huang. So let's set the picture of why I picked this. Normally, I'm not a huge contemporary romance person unless it's dark. But one of my all-time favorite books by her, actually it is my favorite book by her, is Twisted Love. Argue with the Wall. I know it is not everyone's favorite. I know we have Reese and Josh didn't go for it. But if I had to pick, Alex reigns supreme. And then if I couldn't have just Alex, I'm throwing Christian in with Twisted Lies. She's coming back to her roots of a dark, morally gray hero, and I'm here for it. The tagline for this one says, "The beauty to his beast, the object of his obsession," all of that. I need all of that. I am so excited to read this book. It comes out, I believe, next Tuesday, which is like April 28th. I'm reading it the day it drops. And I'm hoping that it's going to give me 5 stars. So fingers crossed. Next book I'm going to talk about, this book actually came out last summer, but I wasn't caught up in this series. And I'm speaking of the Venomous God series by Jagger Cole. I don't know if this is the last book in the series, but this is the last book that is currently out. And that is Monstrous Urges by Jagger Cole. So this book, the reason why I believe it's going to be 5 stars is the simple fact that it's mafia. It's amnesia. The hero is like 6'5". If you read the previous book, Drazen like came through with all the morally gray, I will unalive anyone who crosses me vibes. Like his whole demeanor told me possibly book boyfriend, possibly 5 stars, possibly star. I need to know what made you the damaged, dark, brooding, grumpy mafia boss that you are. I am so excited. And again, it has amnesia. And the FMC in this is Taylor. And Taylor is the lawyer that has been in every single book. You kind of see Taylor in the background. She's always kind of working for the greater good. She's like the home girl to the all boys club. I love Taylor. Who knew Taylor's backstory was she's had amnesia? Also, this is giving Deception trilogy a little bit. It has all the things. I will be shocked if this is not 5 stars. I will also be disappointed, so I'm trying to tamper down my expectations, but Jagger Cole usually doesn't miss, and adding all of the things that I just said in it, 5 stars. So the next book is His Juliet. This is the second book by the same author that did His Tesoro, and I read that earlier this year and gave it 5 stars. This is the book that I go on and on about saying how I think this is a feel-good mafia. Book 2 is coming out the end of April. And the tagline for this says, "They say violent delights have violent ends. They'll have to get through me first." And this is a Romeo Juliet, a reimagined or inspired story. Hello? Say less. And the FMC owns a bookstore. 5 stars. 5 stars. And I'm trying to hype myself up, and I hope I don't end up disappointing myself because, like I said, I desperately want a 5-star read. Now, the next book on this list, I have never read anything by this author. But I have been seeing this Mafia series pop up here and there. It's been on TikTok. It's been on Goodreads. It's on Goodreads. Like, if you like this, then try this. And they've started to get me on those because I have found some bangers going by their suggestions. Because sometimes Goodreads, I'm like, how did you think this was like that? But I don't know. They've been having some success, mainly with me finding new to me authors. So the author that I'm talking about is Jane Henry, and the book I'm talking about is Sanctum. So this tagline says, When I run, he always chases. Where I go, he always follows. It's an arranged marriage with a quick-witted heroine. And one thing about me, I love a smart mouth female heroine. Like, give me all the sass. Give me all of the fiery comments and the quick banter. I'm here for it. And it's also, the tagline is giving stalker. I don't know. I don't necessarily know if he's a stalker, but I know it's an arranged marriage. I know it's mafia, and I know wherever she goes, he will follow. I said dark romance and one thriller. That thriller would be The Tenant by Freida McFadden. We are a Freida McFadden stan over here. I know she's not for everybody, to each his own, but she has given me some bangers. My favorite would be No Lie. And I liked The Teacher. I know that is a hot take, but I enjoyed the book, The Teacher. Anyway, I'm very excited for The Tenant. If she writes it, I'm 9 times out of 10 gonna read it. And this basically is about a guy who is down on his luck. He goes from being like a VIP to unemployed. He needs a tenant to help pay the rent, and in walks Whitney. That's all I'm gonna say because that's what was on the blurb. I try not to read too much into these thrillers. I like to go into them blind. I'm very excited for that. The next book, do you see this cover? Say less. I absolutely love this cover, buying it on day one. And this book is Gabrielle Sands' Be With Me. The tagline for this says, they say good girls don't fall for the villain. Maybe I'm tired of being the good girl. It seems like, I don't know if it's an arranged marriage. I know she is the mayor's daughter, and I know it's mafia. So, good girl, bad boy, tale as old as time, sign me up. And the last book that I'm gonna talk about that I should have read right after I finished the Edge of Darkness trilogy, but I did not, is Psychotic Obsession by Lee Rivers. So, I personally think Tobias is a national treasure. Is he a villain, morally black? Yes, all of that. But if you've read The Edge of Darkness, everyone was like, Cade this, Cade that, Cade this. Cade is his son, by the way. I was like, Daddy Tobias this, Daddy Tobias that. Now, I do know, I will say, with Psychotic Obsession, this is not a romance. It is not a happily ever after. If you've read the trilogy, you know where these characters end up, what happens with these characters, what Tobias did, X, Y, and Z. You know it all. I need to read it for myself. And like I said, I think Tobias is who I want to see more of in the Edge of Darkness trilogy. So I'm gonna read Psychotic Obsession, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give it 5 stars because there was books in the Edge of Darkness trilogy that I gave 5 stars because there was more Tobias in. I love Tobias, national treasure. I said what I said. For the books that I'm predicting, I'm gonna give 5 stars. I make no promises. I don't know when I'm gonna read all of these because I am a mood reader. But once I've completed this side TBR for myself, I will definitely do a part 2 to this video and let you all know where I stand. If you've made it to the end of this video and you wanna let me know, leave me a book stack emoji. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.